It's a Saturday night at Swayze Field in Oxford, Mississippi. Game 2 of a Saturday doubleheader coming your way right now between number 2 Arkansas and number 3 Ole Miss. Glad to have you along for the ride.
Nikhazy is an absolute gamer. What makes him very unique is the elite mental makeup. He's got 3 pitches he can throw. The fastball is really around 90. The curveball is very good, and the changeup is exceptional. And a lot of times for our
Another full count offering coming. And Webb gets it past Chatagnier, diving up the middle. A leadoff single for Webb. Much better. 6 1/3 against UCF. Got a runner in a run down. The throw to second. Christian Franklin is picked off. And that gets Ole Miss out of the first inning. Sophomore Peyton Paulette takes the mound for Arkansas to begin game number 2. The sophomore from Benton, Arkansas. Hitting .316 on the year with 4 home runs and 22 runs batted in. And he goes after the first pitch and sends it into right field. The upper 70s, and then we'll mix a changeup in as well. This ball hits sharply and past Battles. He tried to backhand it at second base, and it went right past his glove. So Ole Miss has first and second with nobody out to start the game. This ball lined into center field, falls in front of Christian Franklin. Gonzalez comes home to score. Hits it on the ground past the first baseman, Opitz. Chatagnier comes home to score. Ball comes back into third base where Dunhurst went first to third, and Ole Miss leads 2-0. McCants at first. And this ball into center field. Franklin coming on, dives for it and makes the, no, it popped out of his glove. To start the inning. This ball lined to third. Bench gets it, throws across the diamond. How about a double play? Outside for ball 4, leadoff walk. And he was just magnificent. This ball lifted into left field. It's cut off by Webb, shy of the warning track, and that's going to hold Kevin Graham at second base. That's a well-hit baseball by Justin Bench.
chips away at his numbers.
Fly ball right field. This one's pretty well hit. Wallace on the run. That ball is gone. A 3-run jack for Hayden Leatherwood, his second home run of the year. And Ole Miss leads 5-0.
Nikhazy maybe bridge it to Broadway to finish it out.
This ball lined into center field, and now the error really comes back to bite Ole Miss. Caden Wallace comes around to score, and Arkansas is on the board. This ball lined into center field, a base hit for Opitz, hitting the bag at third as Welch. He comes around to score, and Arkansas continues. The 1-1. This ball lined to third, and 2-2 pitch lifted to left. That's another base hit. Nesbitt cues it off the end of the bat. Fielded by Nikhazy. Wheels and throws to first. And what a job by Doug Nikhazy. 6'3", 220-pound sophomore ZACK Morris to rob Van Cleve of a base hit. Hits this one on the ground, but it's to the right this time of Battles. An RBI single for Ben Van Cleve. 2 down, full count. Runners go. Ground ball left side. It's past Battles. McCants hits the bag at third. Here comes the throw up the first base line, and now Van Cleve is going to try and take an extra base. He does so.
A first pitch change up there.
He hits a chopper back over the mound. Battles has to hurry, unloads it just in time.
Okay.
Lifted to left, Kevin Graham diving, makes the catch out in left field. What a play by Kevin Graham. Lifted out into shallow right center field. That falls in for a base hit. Leach hits the bag and comes around to score. Jalen Battles with a big base hit. Drew McDaniel into the game for Ole Miss, the sophomore right-hander from Lafayette, Louisiana. In the top of the lineup slot for Braden Webb. In the dirt, gets away from Dunhurst. And everybody moves up a base. Run comes home to score. It's now 7-4. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. May have been out of the zone. Arkansas goes to the bullpen as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Cole Ramage making his first appearance in an SEC game this year. It's his 8th appearance overall. 1-1, 6.6 ERA. That's only a guess, though. Easy ground ball to second base for Robert Moore, and a light bottom of the 6th for Ole Miss. The 7th inning. Lifted to right, pretty well hit. Leatherwood going back, and that ball is gone. 8th home run of the year for Christian Franklin, and Arkansas inches closer. It's now a 2-run game.
Just a tremendous piece of hitting right there. You saw McDaniel try to go to the fastball. They wanted it on the inside part of the plate, 2-2, missed way down and away, and they come back to it. Ball's on the middle.
Taylor Broadway is the closer for Mike Bianco, but you've seen through the years that Coach Bianco is willing to go to his guy early. All 28 of them starts. He goes down and gets one and drops it into right field for a base hit. The 1-2. Chased one in the dirt, but it gets away all the way to the Arkansas dugout. Moore will be safe on a strikeout wild pitch. 7th, the pitch from Broadway. Popped it up. McCants calls for it and squeezes it. And Arkansas leaves them loaded. McCants 2 for 3 with a couple of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. And he lines it to right. That's a leadoff base hit for McCants. Makes an aggressive turn and then slams on the brakes. Grounds this one past the first baseman. McCants goes first to third. Ground ball up the middle. Battles behind the bag. DeMoore for 1. Over to Slavens for 2. Run comes home to score. It's now 8-5. Breaking ball. Better swing that time by LaFleur, but his 3rd strikeout of the game. Ball lined over the head of Chatagnier at second, out into right field. Goodhart comes around to score. It's an RBI double for Caden Wallace. Popped up.
Tough ball.
Broadway was calling for it. LaFleur said, nah, I'm going to take this one. Ground ball off the glove of Moore. That almost never happens. At second base. Now Chatagnier, and he lines it over Battle's head at short. Going first to third on the play is Gonzalez. Ole Miss has runners at the corners. 2-1 to Graham. Ground ball past Moore at second. Gonzalez comes home to score. Chatagnier stops at second base, and Ole Miss back out to a 3-run lead, up 9-6. Hits it on the ground. Moore off of his leg out into right field. Chatagnier comes around to score. Kevin Graham being waved around. Dunhurst trying to get to third. He'll do so without a throw.
You've ever seen in baseball.
Lined up the middle, a base hit for Justin Bench. Dunhurst comes home to score, and Ole Miss has broken it open here in the bottom of the 8th. Elijah TREST, the new pitcher in the game for Arkansas, making his 8th appearance of the season. 1-0, 3.09 the ERA. Another full count pitch. And Plumlee, base hit to left. Justin Bench will come around to score. John Rice Plumlee makes a big turn at second. He's going to try to get to third. Late throw, and he is out. Lined over the shortstop. Gonzalez's head out into left field. Graham will scoop it up. Popped up. McCants, and Ole Miss splits the doubleheader, and Taylor Broadway a big fist pump. It's a big-time bounce back for Ole Miss after losing game 1 to split this doubleheader and climb right back into a tie for first in the West with Arkansas.